Whenever it's 7 a.m., it's really early and it's Saturday morning. I'm having your I'm having my coffee with you or your coffee with me, whatever you prefer. It's very hard for me trying to stop having coffee after living in a coffee world. Italy is a coffee place. Good morning to whoever is watching me, guys. Thank you for being here. Today, we're gonna talk about negative comments, negative feedback, haters, and here I have printed your comments from the previous month. And this is gonna be a chat about your questions and about how to deal with the bad feedback. So if you are here, as I see somebody's here, you can ask me any question related to language, life, languages, working as an interpreter, translator, finding a new interpreter and translator clients, and so and so and so on. The first part, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the negative feedback. And unfortunately, when we get hired as a freelancers, nobody tells, oh, you know what? Somebody's gonna shout on you and the both side will shout on you and then you're gonna be guilty for everything and it's gonna be so hard. They're presenting you the job as a cherry of the ice cream of the top of the iceberg, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm gonna take all this money and everything will be so beautiful. But let me see if you're let me see. Can you tell me, guys, if you can chat? Do you have a chat box? I just want to make sure you're able to chat. So please write me a message below if you can chat. So said that when you're hired, the job is presented to you in a very beautiful, very magical way. But when you start to work, the job is hard and you start to having this hateful, bad attitude people, especially people that suffer deadly disease. People that do chemo or some other kind of a hormonal or medical treatment get aggressive, get upset because they are in pain, because they are hurt. And so, us as an interpreter, we get into these encounters and all the anger it's on us. Interpreter something, interpreter that, especially if the phone line or a VRI it's not so good. So in interpreter encounter, especially over the phone, in the beginning when I am a person that has 16 years or now it's 16, 17, I used to work as simultaneous in a trade fair. And honestly, in the trade fair, there is also a lot of noises happening around, and it's very difficult for people to hear sometimes. The sound quality is actually. I'm apologizing. I have to turn off my tea over here. I will be right back. So forgive me for that. So also when we are live in interpreting sessions, simultaneous, also in court, we here in America play that we're all perfect. The truth is that nothing is perfect, and you're never gonna have this perfect encounter. That everything would be great. There would be no distraction, no noise, no like negative factors. There would be a lot of negative factors of your workplace, even if it's on the phone, even if it's in person, in a trade fair. There is always something that is not quite working fine. Sometimes the mics are not working fine, especially in trade fairs. Sometimes they use when I used to work in a trade fair, they will use us the interpreters to give messages to different buyers in different languages. So sometimes the mic are not working quite well. There would be quite a lot of problems. And the truth is that we are not always ready, and we are not always like trained to face this angriness or negativity, especially when people receive no as an answer. I deal with a lot of Asian cultures, and when I talk Asian, I don't mean only Russia. I mean Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Azerbaijan. There are many, even Armenian people who speak excellent Russian, and sometimes when they believe that they are in right and they receive no as an answer from a car insurance or for any other situation, they get very, very upset. And the first thing that happened is, oh, interpreter, you probably didn't explain something quite well. You didn't interpret something correctly. And they get angry with you. They get upset with you. So, first of all, when we have the sound problems, I'm going to talk a little bit about the sound problems and problems with the quality of any type of devices that doesn't function and so on. In the beginning, I used to feel like, oh, I'm responsible. I get that amount. I want to do the job. I want to do a great job. I'm so passionate about what I do. So for me, it was like I felt really bad, and this was keeping me very like emotional, and I would react and I would try to solve the issues. I also study many years DOS. I don't know if you guys know DOS. I do have a computer education. I studied those, and then I studied coding. A little bit of coding. I have my first master in Bulgaria, which was rural development, but for some reason they obliged us to choose some classes related to math and computers, and I was doing coding. So I studied 10 years DOS, and I know a little bit. I am a little, so I would use my other education to do some technical, fixing some technical things to the clients, which I was not paid of. And this is a big risk which I don't advise, especially if the equipment is not yours. Your job is only to interpret it, but you know, in Europe you're like kind of slightly guided to do something else. But so when we have a sound problems, if it's my computer, the first time that I notice that I have a sound problem, I don't even announce it. I check my device and I'm trying to do something to see if I can put the volume tag or two down, if I can make anything to make the sound on my side better. And lately, when I was working, I would hear that my call was recorded. They were not only recorded, but they were registered with the Morse code. And every time I say a word, I will hear the beep. I don't know if you guys know what Morse code is, but there is a video that I published about spelling using Morse code. So I would hear that. That was actually yesterday. I would hear each word I say. There would be a Morse code T T T T, and the provider will hear it as well. So we both know that we are monitored. Me and the provider, we are both monitored. We don't know if they were monitoring me or her, or they were just monitoring the services in the line and the sound quality or the interpretation quality. But the funny thing is that they would record both languages. They would record the Bulgarian and the English. I could hear them using the slightly difference of the Morse code in the two languages. So and this was interfering with the call, and this was making very hard for me to interpret and for the provider to hear me because of this constant beep 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 beep. So uh, what I did, I asked her permission to speak slowly. When you speak slowly, when there is nothing I can do on my side, when the other side is not on speaker, which means the client is not on speaker and the provider have a great line, well, the only thing that the way I try to get out of this situation is being like using a slower mode of speaking. And and this actually helped quite a lot, and we were able to go through the call and we were able to do the whole thing. For whoever is wake up at 7 o'clock, this is my coffee. I haven't had coffee in 4 days. Oh, I'm loving it, guys. Thank you for being here, by the way. So, said that, I don't know why I cannot read your comments. It seems like probably it's not possible. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't allow me. Let's go. So now talking about these negative comments, I want to ask you a question. And whoever is watching right now or whoever is gonna watch me in the future, guys, Um, I receive tons of nasty comments in and tons of negative comments below my videos, like so many. And I don't know why nowadays bullies are guys. Like bullies are, and I would say nice looking guys. I don't know what's wrong with males today or masculinity. I believe that males in the male role in the society, of course, you guys stronger, and we women's need you for your power. We need you to protect us. And for me, this new male generation that is appearing to us to like aggressor you and talk you down and push you down, and it's very very shocking for me. It's very surprising. First of all, I want to say thank you for your attention. Of course, I am grateful that you even notice me, because I remember when I started my channel last year, I published a video on one language uh, group in Facebook, and there was the how it's called admin, the admin of the group. She really put very very much effort, and she put so much nastiness, and she command, and she was really really like hateful towards me. And she said that she will remove the video, and I asked her why. So when I say don't comment nasty things, I don't mean that you have to agree with me. I am happy to have a discussion and a conversation, because as they say, the truth is born in a conversation or in an argument, because the truth is in the middle. But I am trying to, like, I was like, I want the other side to convince me. Sometimes I make mistakes. Honestly, I make mistake when I work. I make mistake every time. I am a human. You're a human, and you have to be comfortable with the fact that you're gonna make mistake. These interpreters that act that they never make mistakes and that they are always perfect and charmant and life is beautiful and life is great, they're just not good. They are just not good enough. And the reason why is the only thing that is going to make you a good interpreter is your ability to admit to yourself and to the others when you are not precise. This is when you have to correct yourself and admit that you omit something that also. So said that I received this huge amount of nastiness, and I tried to ask this person what's the problem. I'm so sorry, this is my alarm, forgive me for the music on the back. um so, and I tried to ask her point of view in very respectful way, and the lady was just bullying me literally. And I honestly told her, you know what? I was not sure that, and the truth is that you're never sure that what you have to say is valuable until you find somebody to listen to you. Correct? So, thank you for listening to me, and thank you for being here, guys. And so I was not sure if somebody will find my experience useful, and I know that I wish I had find somebody that shared these things with me. But the truth is I didn't know that if there would be intellectual enough people, or people that are striving to grow and learn and be better, that will be interested genuinely in this educational or sharing experience videos. And when this lady start to bullying me and tear me down and try to pressure me and tell me that I'm nothing, I was thinking, and it was the first time that I actually realized, and I said to myself, your videos are great, and actually what you do is valuable. If it was not, nobody will invest their time to put you down. So if you're going through a situation when somebody's trying to put you down, call you something, call you weak, call you not good enough, this is not that, you just have in mind that most of the time the people who will do that are people that have no success, and they're afraid of your own success. They're afraid you may be more successful than them, more intelligent, better at something, and this is why they would need you to stay low. So I wanted to ask your opinion, guys, that you watch me, because I do these videos for you. It's Saturday, and I do this, I invest this time for you, and I want you to share your experience or your opinion. Do you want me to leave the nasty comments below my video? Do you want to read them? Um, from one side, I was thinking maybe I should allow them because this is going to be more honest. Honest in a way, you're going to read some people calling me some strange things. Of course, I don't like profanity, and one part of me still think that I should filter the profanity. And on the other side, I'm thinking, well, if I leave them, that would be more authentic. So I know when you sit on the other side of the computer and you watch some lady talking from her house, you're thinking, oh, yeah, that's so easy. Her life is easy and everything is so perfect. But the truth is that nothing is perfect and nothing is easy and nothing is great. And there is a lot of nastiness behind what you can see here. And I'm just wondering, do you want to see it? Do you think there is any sense on seeing it? Because so far, for a year or so that I have this channel, I actually, when somebody start to write these nagging, useless, negative comments, I just block them. Simple as that. I don't bother to even respond. Sometimes, if I want to leave a comment, I ask them politely to be respectful and mind that other people will read that, but I just want to ask your opinion. Said that on my workplace, how I deal with hate and negativity. As I said, when the situation get heat up, when the phone is not working, when there is some problem, I will try to fix it. I will try to address it with the provider, and I will try to address it with the non-English speaking person. If that doesn't help, I apologize. I clarify for the provider that I will have to repeat quite a few times for her and quite a few times for the not English speaking person. And the providers agree to this and they allow me to repeat myself. And they're like, okay, interpreter, we agree that they're okay with me repeating. They know what I'm doing. And then they're fine if I have to repeat for them as well, right? And this work quite a lot, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you get attacked. So the moment that I get something like this happen, it happened to me lately with a Russian gentleman who had some problem with the bank, and clearly he didn't have a lot of computer education. So for an interpreter like me, that I study computers, I'm passionate a little bit about computers, about all these nerd things. I think it's so beautiful, don't you think, guys? It's so beautiful to be nerdy and know how to do strange things. So I immediately grasped that he has an old phone. He doesn't know what computer is. He doesn't understand the language of computers. Let's call it like that, right? And so I could say that from the beginning of the call, we try real hard to help him with this. And he was trying to open like a bank account, which I have, and which I know the process. And when you go to the bank and you want to open a bank account for business, they ask you a bunch of questions. For example, what the structure of your company is, if it's LLC, single owner properties, is it share power, and all these kind of things. The gentleman didn't understand what was that. Clearly, because he didn't understand, he didn't study business like I did, because I also studied business here in Italy. I mean, back in Italy, I'm here in USA now. So he didn't know what's mean a business structure. So for a person that have so much lack of education, when you interpret in the banking field, where eventually you're gonna talk about the business structure, everything it sounds like cosmos. He's like, interpreter, I don't understand you. Interpreter, you don't interpret. I don't understand what you're saying. So he basically started insulting me. So I interpret back to the provider, summarizing, because he was really nasty, summarizing a little bit. And then I said, interpreter clarifying, Madam, the client is insulting me and I haven't deserved that, because I'm just here to help. I feel very uncomfortable. And honestly, I don't feel like continuing this conversation. I would like to disconnect. So the providers also, when they see that you're polite and professional, sometimes providers very often happen to me that they are asking the person not to interrupt me, because this is another thing. when they don't even wait for you to interpret and they think they understand something, they grasp something, and they start to have this long monologue lasting for 10 minutes, right? So, in either case, I always apologize myself and I said, Madam, excuse me, but the person is not listening to me. I would let them finish talk and then I would interpret. In these cases, most of the times, they don't even notice that I'm talking in English. They continue until they explode, put out whatever is happening. I'm just waiting. And then if I grasp something, I grasp it, I take a note in these cases because most of the times are very, very mixed conversation, very emotional, blaming, oh no, this is wrong, this is good. Once I do this, um, the providers are cool with you. I would tell you I never probably one time had problem with the provider. Like providers are normally all right. uh, I can count in one hand in this, like talking over the phone, a provider who insult me, who is rude. Customer service that calls you to connect the call are extremely rude, especially talking CLI certified languages. They're extremely rude. In fact, I just disconnect Bulgarian with them because I don't like how they treat me. I'm like, really? I better stay at home. I better do little money, eat bread, and drink some water than just dealing with this crap. So the truth is that normally the providers respect you. The limited speaking people doesn't, especially the ones that think that they know some English and they try to grasp or guess the question and they want to show that they know. For some culture even it's like, oh, they feel humiliated because they were offered an interpreter. So I'm always staying cool. Like, I can ignore it. I can ignore it, but trust me, I tried this with Circom International, and there is videos. You can click on those videos. Trust on my experience, guys. I ignored this rudeness, nastiness for 6 years almost. It's don't do it. It's gonna make you depressed. It's gonna make you doubt yourself. It's gonna make you lose like your self value, self respect, self worth. If somebody is like offending you, this is already breaking of the HIPAA, of the best practice, best protocols. You don't have no place to be there. I don't have no place to be there. And if somebody is disrespecting me, I'm politely asking them to please be respectful. Please, let's not talk with each other. Please, please, this, please, that. And if it's not working, I am ready to disconnect. I'm ready to lose some money because my respect is more than 20, 30, $50 an hour. Because you can do the money, but who is gonna invest in yourself to rebuild yourself? You gotta understand that building yourself it's a long lifetime process, and you should not just throw it away like this for the first person that is frustrated because they receive no as an answer, correct? So uh, said that this is how I deal with in my work life. If you want to read these negative comments below my videos, please do let me know. I just want to know why, what do you think? For some reason I cannot see no comments, so I think that there is something that it doesn't allow me to read it, but I cannot tell you why. Forgive me for this. Yari Yari, you cannot read no messages, you cannot probably type, and I'm so sorry for that. I am gonna now respond to your questions that I have over here. And if it's early for you, you can have your coffee together with me. And thank you for being here once again. Okay, Aurelio Abarca Flores, 1 week ago. Okay, Aurelio is talking about no haters. If you give me a bad comment, I will block you. Hilarious. Okay, I again want to address this because I have received a lot of bad comments, a lot of negative. When I say bad comment, I don't mean somebody criticize me. Critic is okay, and I'm a person who is always striving to grow and learn and be better. When I say comment is something like this, I think there is something, you kind of boring. It's sending just some nagging messages that didn't give me clear indication. So if you want to criticize me, if you want to see something better, I love when you tell me, okay, put the subtitles, you have a strong accent. I love it when you give me indications. Sometimes I make mistakes, and I am so happy when somebody write me a comment below and they're like, oh, this is the precise word. I love it, guys, because my goal for this channel is to do interpreting. I'm gonna prepare a script and I'm gonna do it myself. And then we're gonna check the result. And I want a different interpreters to share and show how they interpret. Because a lot of people play perfect, act perfect, but the truth is that they're not. And I think that nobody demonstrate how to actually interpret. And this is why I'm doing these heating videos with bilingual terminology. But the next step is to do interpreting. Instead of being a headache, we're gonna have a doctor appointment. It's gonna be okay. Doctor, I'm having a strong headache for a week. And let's say it's gonna be Italian, allora dottore ho mal di testa per più o meno una settimana. And I would do this, so whoever speak different languages, I want to do it with you guys, with the interpreters. I want you to be part of this community, to share how you do it. How would you do it in your language, in your mother tongue, right? So this is my goal here. And if I say bad comments, I don't mean negative comments. I want you to be precise. And sometimes it hurts, you know? Sometimes when you read the truth, it's like, I know. There is some videos that I did in Italian, the words challenge. I missed 5 words in 100. I was grilled and I know I could have done better, but I did it in the end of my workday, so it's all right. So truth can be hurtful, but I love it. Some people tell me the truth and they think that they can hurt me and they don't understand how much I appreciate that, because honesty is always the best. Gina Melendez. Okay, this is again regarding the Spanish video. I want you guys to do Spanish with me, please. If some of you that is watching me is a Spanish, I am so sorry about this annoying alarm right there on my other room. Forgive me. I think that I should just get that device and stop it, and I'm apologizing for getting up again here. But oh, thank you guys. Thank you for being here and thank you for your patience. I know these alarms could be annoying, but it's just because I'm trying to get up at 5 again, which is kind of challenging when you start to sleep until 7, you know? So we continue reading your comment. So Gina Melendez, she was talking about the Spanish video, Cornosidad o me piego le saponcho e me tuengo la rabidela. She's talking about different expressions of having a shower in Spanish languages. So she put 1, 2, 3 here on the comment, and that was like 13 hours ago. Yeah, it was not that long ago. So I would love to do Spanish. And if you're Spanish interpreter, if you just want to take part of one video, that would be great. I would love to have you here just to practice. You're gonna have the scripts before if you don't feel so ready. If you just want to make sure that you show yourself in a better light, I will give you this opportunity. Please write me a comment below. I don't know why now it doesn't allow it, but will allow it probably once I'm done. Alejandria Ruby. Okay, in one of my last videos talking about COVID, they were asking about disease which I didn't know what it mean, and I tried to Google it after my interpretation session, and I couldn't find it because I was not sure about the spelling. And when I'm not sure about the spelling, I just use the Latin word, and most of the people know it because in a medical, in a doctor, in most of the languages, I'm talking Latino Anglo-Saxon, they know the word and they are able to recognize it. I just put the original word. Instead of embellish, I put the original word on the target language, which is considered a slight mistake in the interpreting technique training test. But the thing is that I transfer still the whole paragraph, correct? So the word that I didn't understand and I couldn't find is called porphyria. Gosh, how to pronounce this? Porphria. Porphyria. And this is the result. There's certain. Okay, this is a problem with the blood. I knew that was a blood disease because there were questions about the blood disease, infections in the blood, white cells, red blood cells. I always add or any other similar disease if I'm not sure in the target language what the word mean, but I know it's related to a similar disease. If it's a blood, if it's a heart disease, most of them I know. This one I didn't know. And porphyria is disorders resulting for buildup of certain chemicals related to the red blood cells protein. In fact, now that we're talking about it, that's why they can result in your urine test. And we should find more about this. Is a group of disorder caused by over calculation of porphyrin with health hemoglobin, the protein that carries oxygen in the blood. Yes, I know it's proteins. Normally, it's related to the proteins that they result in a urine test. Some kind of chemicals accumulating in the blood or proteins, and this often with people that have diabetes, high blood pressure, and problems with cholesterol. So thank you, Alexandria Ruby. We appreciate this comment. That was really knowledgeable. And it was one of the disease that I never heard about it, and was it's hard for me after 16 years to have and be like, oh, what is that? I have no idea. Correct? Dario Camacho. Oh gosh. It seems like it's our alarm day, guys, and this is gonna be it. I cannot believe that I have an interview on Monday and I have to interpret there, but I have no experience. Do you have any suggestions for that? Okay, there is some question right here. Okay, Emre Kakir, I'm gonna answer you in a second. I'm just really, really persistent with this phone. I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna make sure that it's off. Oh, goodness. I am back. Okay, I'm gonna answer your question in about a second because I'm planning to finish this video soon. I'm just gonna answer all the. I have five more comments and I'm gonna answer your question about. Please write me down if you're gonna do consecutive, medical, or simultaneous. So I'm gonna give you a few tips how to do this. Okay. Dario Camacho, Rosa and Ioana, thank you for your videos. It's really good. For Rosa, I just wonder if you're from Colombia. And Ioana, I want to be in. Okay, Dario, you want to be Italian interpreter? I don't have no good level of Italian yet. Do you teach how to be an interpreter? Yes. So if you want to do some coaching with me, I'm available. I'm just gonna record the video and publish it, like how to use best practice and so on and so on. So Dario agreed to do some coaching, Italian English. So we're gonna have some videos in the future with him. Please, Emire, tell me what type of interpretation you're going to do. Aurelio Abracha Flores, the same, no haters. Thank you, Aurelio, for your beautiful comments. I really appreciate you guys when you say good things. I want you to also be honest and tell me sometimes if there is something that you want me to do a little bit better. Uh, Norma, I just started watching your videos, have been amazing. Thank you, Norma. Please, if you're a Spanish interpreter, don't hesitate to contact me. Monica Leon, healthful blessing. Sabo Sofika, hello, Joanna. I would like to work with you. I'm a Romanian interpreter, authorized English interpreter. Romanian, if you like to do a video, we can give it a try. I can see Emere is texting me. Then we have Jonathan Jones. This was great video, very useful. I'm fairly new in medical interpreter and I'm always looking for reasons to help me improve. Side note, that was my first hearing the word anographic. Oh, anographic is, I don't know. I think we have it in our language too, anographic. So, Stephanie Hicks, thank you for your videos, very useful. Thank you, Stephanie. Rogero Rivera Cruz. Great job, ladies. Enjoy the video very much. Can you make a video about medical terminology phrases covering 250 common words under 20 minutes, please? Oh, guys, Rogero, this is kind of demanding. I'd really be practical. Okay, if it's on one language, I can do it for about less than 20. But if it's in two languages, would be hard. The truth is that I can do it real fast, but I know that when it's fast, your brain doesn't work. Your brain doesn't remember, guys. Just remember, if you I am I am trying to speak a little bit slower when I do my suggestion videos, when I record my videos. The reason why is because, believe me, your brain, you gotta treat your brain like a little girl. This is the truth, okay? You wanna know how I learned seven languages? I love my brain and I treat it like a little girl. Sometimes your brain is capricious, okay? Sometimes your brain doesn't want all this fasting. Sometimes your brain wanna be lazy and wanna watch these stupid female movies where you can cry. It's okay. Give a break to your brain. So me and my brain have a contract, right? We have an agreement. Me and my brain, we agree on certain things. So sometimes I know I gotta study and I know I'm not excited about it. It's not fun. Like right now, I'm studying for Russian simultaneous interpreting. I'm like, I'm so bored. I already know Russian. It's not fun for me. But what I do, I say to my brain, okay, sweetie, I love you. Now we gotta study for 1, 2 hours. I'm gonna give you a break after this. I promise you. And when I say I give you a break on my brain, it doesn't mean put more information. It means no information for my brain. This mean I'm gonna go in the nature and no talk on the phone, no listen nobody, no have no conversation, just relax. So my brain give me best results because I treat him best. My brain knows that if we focus for 2 hours and we study this thing that I don't enjoy so much, he's gonna have some enjoyment time as well. Because your brain is like a whole world itself, no? And you gotta start to know this marvelous thing that is happening in marvelous, your marvelous creature, cosmic parts of you, correct? Okay, let's see what is saying uh, Emre Shakir. Emre has an interview. Congratulations. And thanks for, unfortunately, is not certain. Probably I'm going to know what kind of interview I will when I am interviewing. Okay, Emre. Okay, you can tell me the name of the company that you interview, and I will probably be able to tell you what kind of test they will do for you. But I will tell you. Uh, I suppose it's gonna be over the phone. By the way, you're texting me. I'm just guessing. It's gonna be interview over the phone, and if you're located in USA or even in Europe, even if it's via, even if it's over Skype, the interview will be limited. The first 10-15 minutes, they're gonna ask you some questions about your resume to see how you speak English. So you will not even know that interview started. The moment that you say hello, the moment that you present yourself or you pick up the phone or they see you on video, they look at your shirt, they look at whatever you're wearing. Did you fix your beard? Did your hair look nice? Do you look clean? Did you wash your tooth? The interview will start the moment they see you or the moment they say hello, even if you do not speak the target language. Either way, the interview is started. Let's say it's over the phone. You're gonna talk about 5 to 10 minutes about your experience. If you do have, I will tell you, probably if you don't have experience, you're gonna have an interview for one of those companies that offers $15 an hour. Shame on them. So, and I don't think they will grill you because they will pay you nothing for what you're gonna do. So basically, they would tell you that you don't have experience, and I will tell you the first thing is you sounds like you maybe speak, I don't know what language do you speak, but I will ask you, please, please, please ask for at least $30 an hour. If you're extremely cheap, 25. Never go less than 25. Even a cleaning lady takes more than $15 an hour. So just don't sell yourself. Me first go and Google the company and see what type of interpreting this company does. See if they sell, and if it's in America, I will tell you 85% of the interpreting will be medical. This is the truth. Medical and period. Then it's gonna be banking, car insurance, and very slight little line will be 911, police, and high and one of these USIG interviews. But to get to this job, you gotta do so much high security clearances that nobody will test you right now for it. So right now, even if it's medical, you will gonna be like, "Hi doctor, I had a stomach problem, yada yada." You gotta know gastroenterologist or something. It's gonna be a very easy one, easy one, and normally, I don't think will be legal. Why? Because if it's gonna be legal, they would tell you, and you don't know. This is crazy. This is not a serious company, and I can already tell you I don't want to work with them because most of the companies that want to test me, they said it's not sure, but it's mostly medical, some insurance, some financial. They would do three scripts: one medical, one in the bank, and one in car insurance company normally. And the scripts are very short: doctor, I don't know, dentist, gynecologist, gastroenterologist, heart doctor. Classical, the most common appointments are cardiologist, gastroenterologist, gynecologist, or urologist, and and dentist. This four scenario, this is you're gonna have millions of times over and over. So if you're gonna have an interview and they say not sure, they will give you at least a little bit of medical because you're gonna work medical here in America. The second part will be banking, financial. You will have a lot of PayPals, I don't know, credit card decline, I want to open a new account, my card is blocked, something like this. When I say financial, you would never have this extreme financial talking about equities and investment, and like I used to interpret for New York trade stock market, and I will tell you this is strict financial, but I study finances. So for me this was not like crazy, but for somebody that doesn't have the education, this is like, oh wow, 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 what is this, what is that? Is a little bit shocking. You will never have this on a test, never. This is gonna be simple: credit, debit, banking, I don't know, car insurance. Car insurance is another classical. I don't know, we bump, I don't know, the car stop on the car light, left, right, up, down. uh, Simultaneous, they would never test you simultaneous here, at least in America. For even if they say it's legal, they don't test you. The reason why they don't test you is because they risk to lose you and you risk not to pass. But some company do test you, and this is one of these companies. I just got a test with them, but they test you even before you go to work. And so the simultaneous test is very expensive, first of all, and it require a lot of effort, require another person there. So I believe they, if they gonna test you seriously, they will probably use a stat or HL something, EHL level something, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see which level you gonna get in English and which level you gonna get on the target language. And normally this interview is about 20 minutes, 25 maximum, and normally it's simultaneous. What is simultaneous mean? Doctor appointment: hello, my name is Georgia and I'm here because 3 days ago I fell. And you do it on the target language, and the doctor say, oh really, did you hurt yourself, did you hit your head? And she's like, oh yeah, I did. This is gonna, you're gonna have enough time to think about it. Most important is to stay calm and just fluent. You're not gonna be perfect. Simultaneous, they would not test you, I repeat. uh, Some of the companies that want you to do legal, they do train you and they do test you, but this not in the first interview. So said that I have so many interviews. I just had one 2 days ago. Um, I'm not. You don't be nervous for interview. Don't be stressed. Just look good, dress well, smile, be polite, be kind. And this is the most important because interpreting is very strongly related to customer care. And if you don't know something, I'm apologizing. I don't know this word. Can you please explain for the interpreter? Um, Interpreter need a repetition. It's just ease yourself as much as possible. I remember first time I interpret in circus, I thought I'm gonna die. I get up on the platform and I see all these people staring at me and they give me this mic and I took it and I tried to say a word but it couldn't come out. There was something stuck right here. I was like, I tried and I couldn't say hello. And and my boss saw that I had, it's called a public shock or something. I went blank. I know this feeling of getting blank, especially if you do like interpreting in an audience. It's kind of stressful, and when it's 10 people is one thing, but when it's 300, it hits you somehow, you know. And he covered for me, and I needed 1 or 2 minutes to lose my nerves down and be like, okay, it's all right. It's fine. You don't have to be perfect. It's okay. So just remember, you don't have to be perfect. Said that, guys. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go on a rafting trip, so I would leave you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, share, subscribing. Please do write me a comment below and let me know if you want me to leave the negative or comments on my YouTube channel. Do you think I should do this or no? Um, Thank you, Emre. I hope it goes well. Let us know in the future. I would tell you like Moise, thank you, Moise. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for having my Saturday coffee with me. I really appreciate chatting with you. Thank you for being here. And just remember, it's okay that you're not perfect. It's okay that you will make mistakes. And I would say that some companies that try to put your payment down will find something to complain about. Uh, oh, thank you, Emre Çakir. Maybe it's Turkish. I'm not sure. Tell me how it's thank you in your language. I want to say it. Moises probably is from Mexico. I already know. Gracias. Emre, I know Shokran, but I know Shokran is not Turkish. Uh, I know a word in Turkish, gicilem. I don't know what it means, but that's all I know. But I know, thank you, благодаря, merci, спасибо, uh, ederim, teşekkür ederim. Thank you, teşekkür. Okay, it's have the accent, so it's gonna be uh, teşekkür ederim. Is that correct? I hope I did it right. But anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for having coffee with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, every month I'm gonna answer your questions in a live. Next, and once a month you're gonna see a video about working as an interpreter and how to find a job on the rubric for jobs. And soon I am going to find not find start videos in Russian as well. And soon I am gonna publish some things about your resume, very short videos how to structure your resume and what the recruiters look for, because if you don't know, or maybe you know, but I was recruiting interpreters and other people for a trade fair back in Italy, for another companies. So said that I will give you my tips in the future, in between my working schedules, in between my other experiences. Said that thank you for being here. And also, I want to say, whoever speak different languages, if you want to be part of this channel, please, please, guys, make my dream come true. And my dream is to have many videos in, I mean, if I can have at least one videos in each language of this earth, I think that would be just great. That would be awesome. That would be wonderful. That would, I would be happy. So please write me a comment below if you want to take part of my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good Saturday.